Good morning, my beloved students. Today I'm joined here with my beloved grade 5B, and today we're going to complete the Skunk ladder reading. As we've mentioned here that our main characters are Eddie and our author, and Eddie's father, Mr. Muldoon, and we've figured out some traits about Eddie and Mr. Muldoon and what have they done and so on. So we will go now to page 178. 178, and let's start.
Digging the hole occupied us for most of a week. One of the problems with digging a big hole is that it is difficult to know when it is big enough and deep enough. There are basically two kinds of holes dug in the ground. One, applied holes, such as for posts, wells, mines, etc., and two, holes for hole's sake. Eddie and I were digging one of the latter. Eventually, the hole was so deep we could barely heave shovelfuls of dirt up over its sides. At that point, Eddie judged it to be finished. Since Eddie had insisted that we keep the sides of the hole squared up, we had to pull ourselves out of it on a rope, one end of which was tied to a pile of stumps nearby. The stump pile also served to screen our
digging activities from the view of Mr. Muldoon, who was cutting hay in a field on the far side of the farm. Very good. So, Asir Hussam, I need you, please. Asir is not here. So, Bilal.
Yes.
Yes, Bilal. Here. They made
Yes.
which type of hole?
I don't hear you.
You don't care?
Hello. Now I hear you.
Which type of hole did they use?
What type of what?
Which type of holes?
What type of phone that they use?
Did they dig? Not use the.
It's big and deep.
Which one? The applied holes or holes for hole's sake? What type of hole? Here, what type of hole? This, they made which type? The applied holes or the holes for hole's sake?
Applied holes.
No, it's not right. It's holes for hole's sake. Why? Because it said Eddie and I were digging one of the latter. One of the latter. Latter means last. So here we have 1 and 2. Which is the last one? 2. Got it? So they were digging just digging a hole, just making a hole. Very good. Very, very good. Now this hole was circle or triangle or was what? Bilal?
Yes. It was square.
It was a square. Very good. And they had to go out by what?
By a rope. Right?
Amazing. By a rope. Very good. And they had to cover what they're doing from Mr. Who?
They had to cover what they were doing from Mr. Muldoon.
Muldoon, very good. Why do you think that?
Because before he went away, he said to them, better not build anything.
Very good. Better not build anything. But they're not building, they're digging, right?
Yes, but they also want to hide it.
Yes. So, because they are doing something dangerous and they don't want Mr. Muldoon to
No.
Know about it. Very good. To know about it. Very, very good.
Is my
Amazing.
microphone good?
What?
Is my microphone good?
Yes, yes, amazing.
Okay.
Okay. Here. Thank you very much for that, Bilal.
Digging activities from the view of Mr. Muldoon, who was cutting hay in a field on the far side of the farm. As Eddie often pointed out, any kind of engineering feat should be screened from the eyes of the engineer's parents. That way you could concentrate on your work and didn't have to be answering a lot of dumb questions all the time. We were immensely proud of the hole, and I still don't believe I've ever seen a nicer one. It was so nice, in fact, that Eddie abandoned his view of it as purely an aesthetically pleasing hole and began trying to think of it as practical. "You know what we could do with this hole?" he said. "We could make a wild animal trap out of it, like Frank Buck does in Africa. We could cover it up with branches and leaves and grass, and wild animals would come along and fall into it. Then we could tame them and teach them to do tricks." Eddie fairly glowed with enthusiasm as his idea began to take shape. "And then we could start our own circus," he went on. "We could charge people to see our animals do tricks. We might even get rich. Gosh, I bet we could catch a deer or an elk or a bear or a mountain lion or..." Digging activities from the view.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. So Omar Hassan,
Yes,
he's dreaming, right?
he's what?
He's dreaming.
Yeah, how can he catch a mountain lion on a farm or a barn?
Yes, and
And
tame him.
elks and deers don't live there.
And also tame them. Not just catch them, but tame them.
Tame them.
And not
And
only
if
tame
anyone
them.
yeah, and if anyone wants to know the meaning of tame, tame means to basically
To make them pets. To make them.
yeah, pets.
Yes. So they will catch animals. They
And
will
then they
tame
eat it.
them. And they will teach them to do tricks.
Yeah.
Can
And
you
then he's dreaming of
possibly
opening a
imagine
circus.
that?
Yeah, and then he's dreaming of opening a circus.
Yes, and even open a circus and get
And
rich.
getting a lot of money and just becoming rich.
Yes,
after it.
and they would become rich. Amazing. So all of that was in his
It's just
own.
dreams. It's just dreams, and Mr. Balloon will find a hole with a skunk in it. And
Never
will
mind. No,
bring
no,
us
no, not.
something.
We don't care about what's coming. We're just here. We're just here in his crazy dreams, right? In his crazy
Dreams.
dreams. He dug a hole already. So he's thinking about a circus. He jumped from a hole to a
Circus.
circus by a sequence of events, of course. What is the sequence of events here? He will catch,
An animal.
he
and
will
then
tame,
it,
he will
and
teach
then
tricks,
and
then he will
make
make a
and
circus.
teach it to do tricks, and then open a circus.
Yes, so that's absolutely balloony, right?
Yeah, it can't happen. Impossible.
Yes,
Especially
that's
for a child.
very good. Because by facts, they live in a farm. And are they mountain lions and farms?
No, elks.
No.
The mountain lion lives on top of like close to mountains. The deers and elks live in forests and places like that.
Yes, also bears and so on. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So
Yeah.
that's it. That's absolutely it. That's the issue. That's
Bears differ depending on what type you want. Polar bear, you gotta go to somewhere.
yes,
like
that's it. Amazing. That's really it. Very, very good. So he's just dreaming a big dream. He's dreaming a big
dream.
dream. And we hope he finishes it. We hope he.
We hope what? I read the entire story and he doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. So for now, thank you for this. For now, this is Eddie and the author. and they're thinking of their hole as something practical, and they want to use it to catch animals and even build a circus out of a hole. What happens next? Stay tuned. You will know that after the weekend. I love you guys, and I'll see you again. Bye.
But we haven't even reached the 5 minutes mark.